I'm Jimmy Humphreys, concert photographer, dog lover, anxious person generally that doesn't know how they got this far. I started doing concert photos kind of like purely on accident. I was kind of on like a dark one, just like wandering around back in 2019. Just kind of figure out what the heck I was even doing in my life. And I walked into an art gallery thinking I was gonna go see this show. And I ran into like an old friend of mine that turned out he was playing a show there that night. And I told him how I was like doing some photo stuff with disposable cameras at the time, and he ended up inviting me to another show. Pretty soon thereafter, I ended up just documenting the crap out of like concerts in Everett, actually some house shows in UW as well, just constantly through the whole year. What I like most about concerts is actually it's the energy that comes through them when, you know, I make myself receptive to it and I'm willing to like feed back into it. It's this whole different organism almost. It's almost like the community is like one entity that just can feed back into something good or chaotic, depending on how it's guided and how it's like fed. And I like the environments that I'm in because I feel like people are feeding emotional accountability, responsibility, excitement, enthusiasm, and like really lifting each other up. And in turn, it inspires me to do the same thing, of like enthusiastically trying to lift others up. And honestly, I mean, I touched on it, I'm kind of a nervous like person. So having environments like that for myself, especially where it can kind of reinforce like, oh, I have a purpose here, is insanely crucial to me even feeling okay with my life. And I can imagine that other people at concerts, be it photographers, artists, crowd goers, venue hosts, any of that, like all those people probably need the same emotional function from that, just, you know, in different directions. Gen Z, Gen Alpha are generally way more emotionally accountable. Like, they generally look out for each other. They respect what each individual feels is right for themselves. The tenderness and the empathy and the respect that I feel generally in these newer generations, even if it's not perfect, is worlds better than what I put up with when I was a kid. I mean, I can't speak for everyone here, but my experience as a millennial person, you know, growing up through like the 90s to the early 2000s to like even early 2010s, like sexism, racism, homophobia, like rampant. It was just normal. The kid in me, the teen in me, gently cries a happy tear in the background every single time I'm around anyone in this community, because it's just like, it brings me so much hope for the future. Right here, right in this community of what we have, I see something that could be a world-changing thing, and if not, at least could be something that makes life a lot easier for everyone here.